Yes, hello. Yes, sir. It's Wednesday night. Yes, fantasy football night. That's correct. Line is forming to the right. Yeah, both fantasy leagues as well as the Survivor League. Correct. We'll be covering all that, sir. Yeah, some people did look like shit this week. Yeah, there was some that looked all right. We'll get to all that. Yes, ma'am. Mini bars open. It's always open. VIP to the right. Line is to the left, please. Yes, Wednesday night, fantasy football night. Always in season. Hardcore Challenge Live, yes. Commish is in the house, yes, he will be hosting. Yeah, it's not just silver and black tonight. Unfortunately, we do have fans of other teams that stop by on Wednesday nights. It is fantasy football night, ma'am. I know. Normally we would toss them out, but some of these are hardcore challenge owners, man. Yes, show will be starting very soon. Thank you for joining us. These guys like to run a tight show. Enjoy the show.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Rips the helmet off Rudolph's head and then eventually swings it and hits him in the head.
1, 2, 3, where you not hardcore? Let you live hardcore. And the letter of the rich was way hardcore. Yeah! Now we're rocking.
What is up, football world, Raider Nation, fantasy football fans? Thank you for joining me for another edition of Hardcore Challenge Live, the official podcast of the Hardcore Challenge, which, if you didn't know, just happens to be the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. I mean, you can read it right there on the ticker. Tickers do not lie. This is a proven fucking fact. Pinnacle fantasy football competition. If you're not playing in a Hardcore Challenge format fantasy football league, as some of us are learning, David, that it is not exactly the same as all other fantasy leagues. Some of us are having a little trouble with them individual defensive players, who to start, working that metric out. But no, I have faith in you. You'll come around, or you'll fail horribly. One or the other. So we'll either pat you on the back or laugh at you. One or the other. But we'll be here for you. So moving along. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. We are through 2 weeks of fantasy football action. Season 2 of our All Raider Nation Hardcore Challenge League. Season 15 of our Hardcore Challenge OG League. And Season 1 of our Survivor League. Let's get into all of it, shall we? We've got a lot to get into. Don't want to waste all of your night. You're busy. I'm busy. We got shit to get to. Let's rock and roll. Let's start off with the game of the week, shall we? The game of the week. from last week. Both of them.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It's time
Is this not why you are here?
for the Hardcore Challenge Game of the Week.
Game of the week in the big OG league took place in the NFC this week. I picked Carroll, freaking fracking football time, and they did not get it done, man. This one was not even close. Lucky number 11. Sean had this one, as you see. He's the blue line on the line graph. It was never even close from the fucking kickoff of this thing. Carroll was chasing the entire time, and it was just never even close. And 188-162, not quite the shootout we like to see in a game of the week, but it was a solid game. Sean moves to 2-0. Carroll drops to 1-1. Unfortunate loss for Carroll. Over in the All-Rated Nation League, the Haywood Gang takes down the Hit Squad in the game of the week. This one was a little more dicey as you watch the line graph, but there Sunday night he started to pull away, and 236 to 172. This was much more of a shootout that we expect to see in a game of the week, and got to give props to the Haywood Gang. This was a big beat down and put up a huge score. Huge score. Is it good enough to make the Big Ballers list? Let's
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor.
This week's big baller in the All Raider Nation is the Haywood Gangs. He's got a nice flash prize pack. He's flash prize winner number 2. He's got a flash prize pack coming his way. I'm going to get that out this week because I'm getting everything shipped out before I leave on this weekend for Vegas. So I've got a nice shipping going on, so you're going to get in on that rolling. So give me your address to shoot it to the Facebook page, so I got it at the top of my messages, please. So you are our flash prize winner, big baller of the week. Now, big baller of the week over in the OG League was Take It Deep. Brian with a thumping on the Emperors, putting a beat down on my son. Take It Deep beats the Emperors, who drops to 0-2. Brian moves to 2-0, and he is the biggest baller of the week over in the OG League from the NFC. Biggest baller of the week, 225, a solid score. So, Roland, you are actually the biggest baller across all formats in the Hardcore Challenge this week. So, congratulations. That's a solid score. Solid score right there. Solid score. And flash prize for week 3 for the All Raider Nation League. I'm going to stick with total points because we're all still playing division rivals for the most part. So, we'll go with big baller again. I'll probably change it up for week 4, but we'll stick with big baller again for right now. Let's see where we at next. That's our big ballers. Oh, we went to the top, man. We went all the way to the top. We did our recaps. We went all the way to the top. We know where we got to go next. We got to go highlight them low ballers. The ones that definitely stepped in something this week. In the big OG League, low baller of the week, Matt, what the fuck happened? Under the influence, Wild West of the AFC, a 129. Damn. Loser. That's brutal, Matt. Brutal. Not much better was the Hit Squad over in the All Raider Nation League, only by one, or excuse me, not the Hit Squad. Jimmy G Spotter bust with a 130. Definitely stepped in something this week. Let's see if they can clean their fucking shoes off and move on into week 3. But those are some brutal scores right there. You're posting sub 130s. That's not good. Even JoJo saying, damn, you know something's off. You know you fucked up, okay? If JoJo's damning you, you know you fucked up on fantasy football for the week. All right, moving along. What's next on our rundown? We got to hit the Survivor League as it is dwindling down. Bodies are dropping. Let's see who we got left in the Survivor League. We are down to 6. As you see, we lost a lot in week 1. We only lost 1 in week 2 as Super Mario did not survive. Everybody but Brandon has made their picks thus far for week 3. So we'll see. We'll see who survives. They lock on Thursday night. I'll post a shot. I forgot to post it last week, but I will post the screenshot of it once we get everybody locked in on Thursday night. But we are down to 6. Down to 6. We'll see. We'll see if we lose one this week or not. We'll see if we lose one this week or not. Let's take a spin around the league, shall we? We've had a couple games now. I usually don't add this in until a week or two into the season, so we can kind of start to see some separation and seeing some of these divisions taking shape. So let's take a quick spin around the league, shall we? And see where we're at in the Hardcore Challenge landscape of fantasy football. We're going to start over in the AFC. In the AFC of the Hardcore Challenge OG League, we're going to take a look here in the Great White North as Knox Vegas Anarchy is the only undefeated team in the division thus far. They stepped out to a 2-0. Kevin's looking good right out of the gate. Answered to the master. Got things right with a win. He's 1-1 as Bad Company dropped 1-1. And Daco, who had the big season last year, man. They took this division. Starting off 0-2. Not a solid start for a bounce back year. Emmett who? Roger looks like he could be really a powerhouse in this division as he has taken this division by the freaking throat since he has joined. And he has dominated the Elite East and he's off to a 2-0 start. Blackout. Spleeve down there. He's grasping for straws. He's at 0-2. Wild West. King Salami and Bleeding Green sitting at 2-0. We've got clear definition and differential in this division is you got 2 2-0s and 2 0-2s as Stinky Pinky and Under the Influence, who was the lowest baller of the entire Hardcore Challenge landscape this season or this week. So you know he's off to a rough start. All Pro in the Dirty South, All Pro Afro, Joe sitting at 2-0. I have Joe picked to win it all this year. I picked Joe to win it all. He's sitting at 2-0. Fumble those TDs. That's who I'm playing this week. Bucker Raider. Reggie got a win this week against me, and I'm sitting down here in the fucking cellar of the Dirty South in the AFC at 0-2. I need a win desperately, but I'm playing Fumble Those TDs, and I'm actually projected to win this week, so we'll see if I can pull it off. We'll see. Over in the NFC of the OG League, lucky number 11, the winner in the game of the week, moves to the only undefeated spot in the Great White North of the NFC. Pickett to Pickens with a win. It's finally stepped forward and made their name president. It's the first time I've really had to say their name thus far. They got their first win in the Hardcore Challenge. They're sitting in second place. Frickin' frackin' football time. Carroll took one on the chin in the game of the week and drops to 1-1, but not as bad as Skull Crushers as Gary sitting at 0-2 right out of the gate. Take it deep. Brian seems to be the man thus far in the Elite East, which has been the toughest division in the league over the past 4 or 5 seasons. And Knoxville Assassins and Pack Attack is back, both sitting at 1-1, and the Emperors sitting down there. Sub 300 points scored. That's a fucking rough start right there for Craven. Rough start. And here we are. I said he was going to make the playoffs this season. It was my bold prediction, my boldest prediction out of all of them. And look at Travis. Look at him. I'm over here like this, so happy for him. At 2-0, he's still in the Survivor League, hasn't been eliminated out of the Survivor League yet. Travis is off to a phenomenal start of his fantasy football season, and let's just hope he can not piss all over himself like he typically does. But for right now, he is dry, and let's hope he stays dry. Cheesehead, also 2-0, and big differential in this division, as well as you got 2 2-0s. And the two guys who are usually at the top of this division, Donkey Punch and Blackout. Well, it's usually Blackout and Donkey Punch fight until the end, and then Donkey Punch knocks Blackout out in the last 2 weeks. That's usually what happens. But those two guys are sitting at the bottom, so is there going to be a little bit of a change? Is this Travis's year? Only time will tell. And a big differential in this league division as well in the NFC, as Willie and one of our 2 new owners in the OG League, Bed Bath & Bijan, both sitting at 2-0. I've got a Chubb at 0-2, and here I am over here patting Bucknuts on the back, telling them how great they're going to do. They're going to win the NFC, and they start out at 0-2 and barely scoring over 300 points. I might have fucking missed that one. That might be, I might need a rewind on that one. Might need a rewind. We'll have to see. That is the landscape of the league right now with what we got over in the big league. Now, over in our All Raider Nation League, in the Great White North, we've got 2 undefeated teams, Sax Offenders and the Canadian Raider, both sitting at 2-0. Black Hole, the defending league champ, sitting at 1-1, and Raider Richie sitting at 1-1. Foghorn, I picked him to be the dumpster of the. Am I going to be right? They're 0-2. I picked them to be the dumpster fire of the league this year, so I might be right on that prediction because they're starting out in the cellar. Let me see them TDs sitting at 2-0. Death Dealers, Maximum Effort sitting at 1-1. The Autumn Pirate talking all that shit. Come in talking big shit. You getting smacked around a little, sitting at 0-2. We'll see if he can bounce back. Hardcore challenge ain't as easy as you think. Trust me. Jimmy G, Spot or Bust, one of the low ballers of the week. He definitely stepped in it. He's sitting at 0-2 also. Haywood Gang, God, I tell you what, God damn it, fucking Roland comes in, has one of the biggest fucking homer drafts I'd ever seen in fantasy football last year. I pick him to be the dumpster because I'm just like, this guy, he would just come out, he picked every fucking Raider he could pick. That is not how fantasy football works. And but I tell you what, right now, he just won the game of the week. He is the biggest baller of the week in the Raider League. And right now, he is the highest scorer in the Raider League with 443. So he's getting it fucking done this season, at least 2 weeks in. Raider Nation, Big Game James, Raider Nation 8, sitting at 2-0. 76 Raiders, 1-1. She's got her roster fixed now. She likes my Woodson, sitting at 0-2. She ain't liking that. Raider Warlord sitting at 0-2. One Nation Bryant sitting at 2-0. Maulers Hit Squad in the Raw Dog Nation, yours truly sitting at 1-1. And the Savage Wolf Pack sitting at 0-2. Loading on 0-3 because he's got to play me this week, and JoJo knows that ain't going to be good. Ain't going to be good, JoJo. You're staring 0-3 right in the face. Right in the face. Like an ugly girl at 3 a.m. and the bar's closing. Looking her right in the mouth. 0-3. It's coming. Loading, JoJo. I need that W. All right. That leaves us one place we got to stop. Well, one little reminder. Make sure you got your rosters legal. You guys know, mandatory bench spot, individual defensive player, team D, or kicker must be on your bench at all times. There is a mandatory defensive bench spot. And make sure only IR is in the reserve. That's really it. Let's keep your roster legal. Now, let's hit on the last segment of the week, and that is our game of the...
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It's time
Is this not why you are here?
for the Hardcore Challenge Game of the Week.
Game of the week in the big league. The OG league is going down in the Wild West division of the AFC. As we got 2-0 Bleeding Green, who was in the playoffs last year. They were deep. They were battling. They were one of the top teams going up against King Salami. These guys are homies outside the league. So there's gonna be a little smack talk, I'm sure, going on in this one. With the other two members of this division already sitting at 0-2, and they are playing this week. So one of them's going to 0-3, and one of these guys is going to 3-0. So this is a big game. This is 2 big games this week in the Wild West of the AFC, and it's going to create some clear division. Somebody's going to 0-3, somebody's going to 3-0, and be the sole leader of this division. Is it going to be Bleeding Green? Is it going to be King Salami? Look at the line graph projections, and this son of a bitch could be really, really close. They have this right now. It's projected within about 13 points, and at that point, you can go either way. But right now, King Salami is projected the winner by 6 when you look up here. You look down here, it's a little more divided, but I usually like this one. It's looking about a 6-point spread right now, and when you're looking at the line graph of how they're projecting this one to work out. So it's going to be a very close game. You got Jalen Hurts going against Russell Wilson. Leaning on Russell Wilson, man. He's staring that. He's just like JoJo. He's staring that third L right in the eye. The running backs, he's a little beat up over here on Bleeding Green's side. As you see, he's definitely got some injuries that he's dealing with. Fitzpatrick may not play this weekend as well for the Steelers. So there's some injuries. Who do I think's going to win this one? I'm picking Brian. I'm picking King Salami in this one. I'm picking King Salami. King Salami knows when to select his keepers on time, and I'm going with Brian. In the game of the week over in the Raider League. That might have been a little shot. Just a little one. Sax Offenders against the Canadian Raider. They are battling at 2-0 atop the Great White North Division. And this one, let's look at that line graph. It's projected to be fairly close as well. 176 Sax Offenders to 163 is right now the favorite in this one. You've got Russell Wilson against Jalen Hurts in this one as well. Interesting. Very interesting. But solid running backs for both guys. As you got Mixon, Williams, McCaffrey, and Stevenson. These guys got solid teams across the board. That's why they're both 2-0. Sax Offenders is the favorite in this one. And he has proven to me that he puts in the work. He puts a roster together. And I'm picking Sax Offenders to win this one. I think this one's going to be a shootout. I think these guys are both going to put up some points. I think this one could be a fun one to watch. But sorry, Canadian Raider, I'm picking Sax Offender to win the game of the week in the All Raider Nation League. That's all we got for you. That's it. Good luck this week in your fantasy worlds, in your fantasy lives, in your survivor leagues, and everything you got going. Good luck in the Hardcore Challenge Big League, everybody playing in Season 15. Good luck in Season 2 of the All Raider Nation League, and good luck to the 5 of you that are playing against me in the Survivor League. That one's getting dicey. That's getting dicey quick. But good luck to everybody, except for Ryan, who I play in the Big League. I need that W, man. I'm 0-2. I need a dub bad in that league. And JoJo, I'm sorry, JoJo. It's not looking good for you this week, I'm telling you. Don't you worry about my quarterback. I got a backup in the stable ready to step in. I almost start the son of a bitch. I've been thinking about it. So, good luck to everybody. I think we're really going to see some definite separation after this third week. It's the final in the Hardcore Challenge Big League. We play all of our divisional games, the first 3 games and the last 3 games. So, you really see kind of where the division strength is right as soon as you finish your first 3 games, because you've played everybody in your division once. The Raider Nation League, it's the division games are scattered throughout. It's not all at the front and the end. They're scattered throughout the season, so it's a little different. But after 3, you really kind of start to see who's the strength of the division and who's treading water and who's trying to get their head back above water and not fucking drowned early. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. And enjoy your fantasy football. Enjoy another week of just football in general, man. I know we're all glad it's back. It's my favorite damn time of the year. I'm excited. I wish my fantasy teams be starting a little better. My Raider Nation team is pretty good. I lost in a shootout this week. I scored 188, so I can't bitch about that. I made some bad moves. I should have actually won. I left a lot of points on the bench. But man, the OG League, my team's struggling. I ain't lying. I'm a little concerned. I need a dub this week. Need a dub bad. Can't go 0-3. Fucking goddamn, the division's so hard in the Dirty South. They don't suck, and it's trying to get out with a winning record out of the first round of division games is always tough. Always seems to be tough in my division. I don't know why. I have nobody to blame but myself. Good luck to everybody. Let's enjoy another week of some fucking fantasy football and some football action. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.